Beaufort and Jasper counties, South Carolina, are blessed with many majestic rivers, secluded creeks, and flourishing salt marshes. In fact, the beauty of the Lowcountry's waterways is what attracts many people from various parts of the country to vacation or retire in Beaufort County. Most of the waterways in Beaufort County are classified as outstanding resource waterways. So putting recycled water from our community's wastewater treatment plants into these waterways is not an option.
As Beaufort and Jasper County grows, Beaufort Jasper Water and Sewer Authority has been compelled to find alternative, sustainable ways of protecting these salt marshes and estuaries. These extra steps are necessary to ensure that these resources are here for future generations to enjoy.
Beaufort Jasper Water and Sewer Authority has devised a brilliant system that has been benefiting the environment since its implementation. In 1994, BJWSA purchased the first 480 acres of land today known as the Great Swamp. It was an area that was used for logging 60 to 70 years before the purchase. When purchased, it was an intermittently flooded swamp, completely dry in dry years. Wetland species were suffering because of a lack of water. In 1999, BJWSA began replenishing the swamp using reclaimed water, thus beginning the restoration of the ecosystem of the Great Swamp. This restored ecosystem now provides a stable environment for a host of species of plants and animals. The swamp is a habitat for egrets, great blue herons, wood storks, the list of species this great habitat supports goes on and on. To facilitate and accelerate the restoration process, each year, Beaufort Jasper Water and Sewer Authority plants 3,000 new cypress trees. The prominent trees found in the Great Swamp are cypress and Tupelo gum trees. This project has been a win for both nature and the BJWSA customer. Working with customers, we are disposing of reuse water with no adverse reaction. In addition, it benefits the receiving environment. The coastal waters and estuaries in Beaufort Jasper counties are very sensitive to elevated levels of nitrogen. But the swamp has the natural process of removing oxygen from the nitrates, thus converting nitrates to nitrogen gas, which is what most of the Earth's atmosphere consists of. The Great Swamp removes 80% of nitrogen from the effluent, and no energy is needed to remove it. There is now also a viable alternative for wet weather water disposal. Previously, the only other option for water disposal was golf course irrigation. But when golf courses became overwatered in wet seasons, there was nowhere to send the reused water. The Great Swamp Project has solved that problem. The first 480 acres of the Great Swamp Project have been such a success that Beaufort Jasper Water and Sewer Authority has purchased and plans to restore an additional 600 acres. The restoration of the newly acquired wetland can be clearly seen by the less mature trees in the foreground, compared to the taller mature trees of the original project, and the repopulation of the new wetland has already begun. The Great Swamp Project has proved to be a cost-effective, sustainable, long-term solution, which uses no fossil fuels or electricity. and no chemicals are needed to sustain it. It is an outstanding example of humans and nature working together. Not only has BJWSA restored the natural function of the swamp, they have also preserved it from any future development. It will always be preserved as a wetlands for diverse species. Now that you know, tell someone why they should be proud to be served by a utility that has implemented such a unique and beneficial solution to managing recycled water.